I'll tell you what, if this had happened last weekend, I'd be full of apologies. You remember the final weekend of spring was a cold affair. Temperatures had a hard time even breaking the 50s. This weekend, not an issue at all. And appropriately, the first weekend of summer. Here's a live look from Bellingham, where we've got some pink skies out there and some tranquil water. Just a little bit of a breeze coming in. Another live look from the immediate coast. When we talk about marine layer cloud cover, that is a perfect example of it. Just sitting there waiting along the coast. Looks like some of that will creep inland overnight tonight, but not as much as it did today. And an attempt at a look of Mount Rainier at Paradise. You can see the silhouette there. You can already see some stars out in the sky. It is clear. It is beautiful. We've got a nice sliver moon out there if you look off towards the west. High temperatures today were fantastic. Tacoma was not 54. That is an anomaly, but 72 in Renton today, 75 in Chehalis, some mid-60s along the coast. And if you were looking for some 80s, you could find them just along the eastern edge of the Cascades. Bears repeating. It's going to be fantastic for the parade. Now, if you are out there, it starts at 11, so if you're getting set up around 10 a.m., it's going to be in the low 60s. You might want some sleeves or some layers. You get to around 12 noon, we'll be pushing 70, and then by the time we get to 4 p.m., we'll be well above the 70-degree mark, and sunshine, light breeze coming in from the northwest. So we always get a little suspicious when we see weather like this. How long will it last? Well, the good news is for the foreseeable future, there is a price tag attached, though. We've been seeing some of those mountain storms, and it looks like those will be a constant as we go into next week. We did actually have a couple of watches and warnings that popped up near Lake Chelan earlier today. Those have been allowed to expire. Now things fairly quiet along the Cascades. As we take a look up towards the northern Cascades, just a few light showers and just a few light showers hanging over top of Bellingham as well, but more bark than bite. Looking towards the Olympics, things are magnificent right now, but as we look across the central and the southern portion of the Cascades, again, just a few clouds hanging out there. We did see some storms that rolled through Spokane, which is unfortunate because Hoop Fest is taking place out there this weekend. Looks like there's a potential for that again tomorrow. Speaking of tomorrow, this is 8 o'clock in the morning. There's that marine layer cloud cover we were just tracking a minute ago. Again, it'll try to push inland, but it looks like high pressure will keep it at bay. But we will see more of that moisture glom onto the mountains, especially the northern Cascades. You put some sunshine on that in the afternoon, and there is more storm potential out there. Looks like it will wind down, and we'll get a filtered sunset tomorrow night, and then we're just going to do the whole thing all over again on Monday morning with a little more marine layer cloud cover and those mountain storms being a constant. Looks like overnight lows tonight will be in the 50s for the most part, and then here is the first Sunday of summer. Temperatures will be pushing 80 degrees in a lot of spots, and if we don't hit it there, we got plenty more chances. It looks like we're just going to stay in a very temperate range all the way through into next weekend.